Hi, I am Sohail and welcome to fourth video in the series Python for Beginners. In this video, we'll learn about Python conditions, if statements, additional operators such as and, or, in, is, not, pass, and some sample scripts. So Python conditioners, or they are called as ternary operator or logical conditions. So Python uses Boolean variables to evaluate condition. The Boolean values true or false is returned when the expression is compared or evaluated. So Python supports the following operators. Equals, you compare two operators by using equal sign. Not equal to is exclamation and equal to sign. Greater than, lesser than, greater than or equal to, or lesser than or equal to. So these conditions or operators can be used in several ways, most commonly in if statements and loops. If statement. An if statement is written using the if keyword. So you can write the syntax something like if some expression b is greater than a and then followed by a colon. So let us execute this statement. So I'll just define variables b and a, t1, b equal to 30. So if statements return the value either true or false. So we'll print something. Print b is greater than a, and let me just save the script to my previous location. If dot py. So let us run this. I just go to location cd python underscore scripts, and I'll give my keyword Python followed by if dot py. So yeah, output is p is greater than a because the condition is true. What if we make it something like this and just save it? So now our b is smaller than a. Let's see what is our output. So we don't get anything because once the if condition is true, it is then going to go inside and print the statement. If it is false, it will just come out and it returns nothing. So what if I want to print the other way around? So there is another option called as else, and it will also end with keyword else, and then I'll give a print then. So let me just save it and I'll execute the script. Okay, I missed quotes in the script, so let me just add it, save it, and run. So you see now I get a statement b is smaller than a. So we can have multiple statements within if and else. So we have another option called as else if. So that we define with option el if. Else if will give a condition a if b is smaller than a, print this, and then we'll have else print b and a are equal. So I'll just run my. So we see that b is smaller than a. I'll just make both as equal and we'll see how it works. So you see B and A are equal, which is going to my else statement. So this was about if and else statement. In Python, we have alternate ways to write if else statement. We call them as shorthand if, shorthand if else. So why we call them as shorthand? That is because we can write any print statement or the execution in the single line as that of if. So let us see the syntax for shorthand if else. I'll open a new file. Just declare some variable a equal to 10, b equal to 14, and the syntax would be if a is smaller than b, then print a is smaller than b. So let us see this, how it executes. We'll just save it to short if dot py. I'll go to my execution window. So you see the output is a is smaller than b. So let us see how we can define shorthand if else. We'll just comment it. So I'll write print a is smaller than b if a is less than b, else print b is greater than a. So let me just change this to something else. Just save my script and let's execute it. Yeah, so you get the output b is greater than a. Apart from this, we can have multiple else statement in the single line. So let's see the example for that. So just copy it. Should just make both as equal and run. Hope there are no errors. Yeah, so I get the output, both are equal. So this was all about if else statement. We'll now see about the other operators. So the next operator we are going to look at is the logical operators, that is and or. So and or operators are used for combining two or more conditional operators. So and comes into picture when we want to have both the conditions as true, and or is used if we want either of the condition to be true and then go and print the next statement. So let us see an example for the same. So let us see an example for and operators. I'll open a new file. So let me define some variables here. A equal to 100, b equal to 45, C equal to 330. So let me write if statement with AND operator. If A is greater than B, AND is the keyword that we'll be using for AND operator, and C is greater than A, then we'll have print both conditions are true. So as I said, for AND operator, this statement as well as this condition both should match, then it will enter the loop if statement, else it is going to the next statement and we'll print as either one condition is false. So let us execute this. I'll just save the script as logical operators.py. Just go to my command prompt, python logical. So you can see both conditions are true, as A is greater than B and C is greater than A. So let us just modify one of the condition and see what happens. So I go save my script, run. So it has gone to the else part, that is either one condition is false. So as I said, for AND and A, so the both first and second conditions should match. So now let us change this AND with OR operator, OR, and we'll save the script and run. So for OR, either first condition or the second condition should match. So I'll just execute my script. So both conditions are true. So here C is smaller than A, that has failed, but A is greater than B, that condition has passed, so it has gone inside the print statement. So now let me just make both as same and see it goes. So it has gone to the next else part, since this has also failed and this has also failed. So the next keyword or operator we are going to see is the pass statement. So in if statements cannot be empty, but if you have some reason have an if statement with no content, then just put pass statement to avoid getting an error. So let us see how to use this pass statement. So I'll just open a new file. I'll have A equal to B, A equal to 133, B equal to 233. If B is greater than A, I'll just print as pass. Just save this as pass.py. So let me execute this. So yeah, it just gave an empty output. So what will happen if we do not have a pass keyword here and just have if statement as it is? So you see it is throwing an unexpected end of file while parsing error. So it is a syntax error. So just include pass if you don't want to print any statement. The next operator we are going to see is in. What in operator does is it will check if a value exists in a particular list or not. So let's see an example for this. Open a new. So I'll define a value name equal to Raj, and I'll just check if this Raj exists in any of the script, any of the list or not. If name in is the keyword, and I'll just see the list. Rahul, Ajay, Raj, John. So this is the list and if statement. Then I'll give a print name exists in list. I'll just save this as in.py. So let us execute the script python in.py and it will give me the output name exists in the list as the name Raj is there in the list which I have defined. So after in we are going to see now is operator. So if you remember double equal to operator compares the value of two variables, but is operator it compares the value of the operand in a specific location. So let me explain this with an example. File new and I'll just open that list. So I'll define a list equal to empty bracket list 2 as again empty list and I'll have a list 3 is equal to list 1. So now let us write some if statement. If list 1 is equal to list 2, print true, else print false. So now I'll use the next if statement. I'll write is list 1 is list 2 true, else false. Now the next if statement is if I'll compare list 1 is list 3, print true, else print false. Let me do some addition operation. List 3 equal to list 3 plus list 2. So if list 1 is list 3, print true, else print false. I'll just save this as is.py. So let me just execute this script and we'll see the output. Okay, just correct the output. Okay, now I'll execute it again. So you see the output true, false, true, false. So just let me explain this. So my first if statement is list 1 and list 2 are equal. The output will be true because both the lists are empty. Now my second if statement contains is operator. So the output should have been true, but that will not happen because list 1 and list 2 are pointing to separate memory location in the system. So that is the reason it is returning me false. Now if I compare list 1 and list 3, since I have copied list 1 as list 3, they both list 1 and list 3 are pointing to the same memory location. That is why the output is going to be true. Now in my next if statement, what I have done is I have given a new value to list 3. So the output would be false because now list 3 is pointing to list 3 is now a new variable which is having the value content of list 3 plus list 2. So it is now pointing to a different memory location. So that is why the output is false. So hope this gives you a little clarification and difference between is and list of is and double equal to operator. Now the last operator that we are going to discuss is not. So not operator, what it does is it will reverse the expression whatever is there. So let us see an example for the same. Just open a new file. I'll have x equal to 5. So print not x is greater than 3 and x is less than 10. So ideally this expression x is greater than 3 and x is less than 10 should be true and it should print true, but I have added not before it, so the output should be, so the expression true will become false now. So let us execute this. .py python not.py. So the statement is false, whereas if I remove the not operator it should be true. Yeah, the output will be true. So not operator will reverse the condition whatever we are passing. So next I'll discuss about nested if. This will be the last topic in this video, and then we'll look at few sample scripts. So nested if is if we have if statements within if statements. So I'll just open my new notepad and show you with an example. X equal to 41. So write if x is greater than 10, print x is above 10. Otherwise, I'll write one more if x is greater than 20, print x is above 20. So I'll just end here else. Print x is not above 20. Just save it. Nested if.py. Just go to my command prompt. So you see Python nested if.py. Okay, I have got an syntax error before line 9. 1, 3, 4. Just miss the parenthesis. Yeah, nested if. So you see, output is x is above 20 and x is above 10 and x is above 20. So my first condition is if x is above 10, it will print x, and then within if it is going to check again another if statement if it is above 20. If it is above 20, it is going here, else it is going to come here. So this is nested if statements. So before closing this video, let us see some sample scripts that I have written. So I'll just open my Notepad++, open, and yeah, so one of my script is profit loss. So let me just open it. So this script will find the profit and loss that I'm inquiring. So if you can see here, I've written if, else if and else statement, which we discussed in this video, and you see a different format for print. So earlier I was using %s and then printing the variable name. So what here I am doing is whatever will the output, the first variable is considered as output. If it has more variables, it will be enclosed within zeros, ones, and twos, and then the value amount or any other variable will be enclosed here. So let us execute this profit loss script. Python profit loss. So please enter the actual product of a price. So the script is going to ask me the price of the product. So let me enter 1000. So please enter the sale amount. So let me enter 1050. So this is going to give me a profit of 50. Since I am doing actual cost minus sale, so it is going to give me total profit. So let us try few examples. Actual price is 1000 and I'm selling it at 950. So this should give me a loss. So yeah, total loss amount is 50. So this is my if statement that has got executed here. So just evaluate the equal. So there is no profit loss. So it has gone to the else part. So another script that I have written is largest of three numbers. Just open this. So here again I'm taking the input, I'm converting into float, and I'm going to find out which is the largest of three numbers. So here there is an if statement. A is greater than B and A is greater than C. If A is greater than B and A is greater than C, then it will print A is greater. The second is going to be for B is greater than A and B is greater than C. So as per the AND operator, both the condition should match, then only it is going to go into the print statement. So let us execute this script. So Python and largest of three numbers. So it is asking me first number 10, second number is 20, third number is 23. So 23 is greater than both 10 and 20. So let me enter just same numbers for both. Yeah, either any of the two values or all three values are equal. So that is what the else part is done. If you notice here, I have multiple else if statements, that you can have a number of else if statements in the script. So guys, with this video I complete the condition statements. If you have any suggestion, feedback on improving my videos or with my pace of the videos or any queries with regards to whatever I'm teaching, please feel to comment and I'll get back to you on the same. Thank you for watching.